Well, I've seen an awful lot of City Deal events, and we always hear from Busway Bob, and we hear from the consultants the councils hire, WSP Parker Brinkenoff, and it was really nice to see today that we heard from people who haven't been at the City Deal meetings. We heard presentations from Cambridge Connect, and we heard the presentation on the potential to increase cycling by huge amounts. So those are things that haven't been put to councillors at City Deal. So really, I'd love to see these presentations in front of councillors. And I did actually see the chairman of the City Deal board, Lewis Herbert, was here. We had Kevin Blanco, who leads for planning on the City Council. So some of them were here, and my own local councillors weren't here. I don't think the other board members of the City Deal were here. But I'd love these ideas to be put in front of our councillors.
Bonnie Soames, I think tonight's event really had revelation in it. It talked about consulting people and having a proper joined up strategy and then feeding back to people to see if they approved of the strategy. That's not rocket science, but in 20 years, Cambridge has never really consulted people or provided them with the transport solutions that they would like. So come on, the powers that be. You really can solve these problems, particularly in an age of big data. If Uber knows what our travel needs are, then it's about time the people that we elect knows what those needs are and responds to them. You can solve these problems.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tumi Hawkins. I'm the District Councillor for Caldecott Ward. I'm glad I came this evening because I have heard a lot of very good things said, and I've always been one of those who have thought that the City Deal, or rather the Greater Cambridge City Deal, is going in the wrong direction. I think a lot of other alternatives should be looked at, and what I've heard this evening has been brilliant, and really the City Deal board members should have been here tonight and listened to what's been said. So I hope they will watch the videos later on and take some good things out of what's been said tonight.
Hi, I'm Roxanne. I'm from the Cambridge Cycling Campaign, and I've been here at the Rebooting the City Deal event. My instant reaction is that it was a really positive event. I think that all the people who were attending were really interested to be here. They were interested in hearing new ideas and offering their own constructive ideas as well. We had some excellent speakers and panellists. It was great to see some different people in Cambridge. So we had Rachel Aldred, who is well known in the cycling world for having some fantastic data-driven ideas about how we can improve and increase rates of cycling. And I think she introduced some really new information to people who attended today, in particular around the diversity of cycling in Cambridge. And even for me, I was surprised at actually how many people with disabilities are cycling in Cambridge. And I do know that the cycling campaign works really hard to make sure that all the routes that we campaign for and that we respond to are accessible, and I think sometimes the public doesn't realise that. So it was nice to hear those facts from Rachel, and we need to make sure that we're thinking of all users when we're introducing changes with the City Deal. I think it was great also to hear from an urban designer talking about vision and what is our strategy. It can feel a bit piecemeal at the moment, and well, what are we actually aiming for? And it would be nice to see some pictures of what we actually want our streets to look and feel like. I'd love to see that and then know what that's like on a bigger scale. Of course, the light rail. I'm from Melbourne, so I love the idea of a tram, but I think we need the City Deal to give us a bit more information about really why they think that's not feasible, or maybe we need to be creative about making that feasible. But all in all, really positive session, and I hope that those attendees from the council and from the City Deal take away a few new ideas.
I'm Nicola Terry. I'm a resident here. I also volunteer with Transition Cambridge, Cambridge Common Footprint. I'm a cyclist in the city. I don't drive a car. I think it's really great to have people thinking outside the box. I like the idea of doing the quick things first and see how we get along. You know, so don't dig up the roads to start with, do the other things first. We can't rush this, because if we get it wrong, it's just going to be a catastrophe.
Good evening, my name is Heike Sowa. I am the chairwoman of Rail Haverhill, and we would like to have the railway back connecting Cambridge to Haverhill. But we do take the option of having a light rail, as in a tram, very seriously as well, because it would give us the option to be connected from Haverhill directly into the Cambridge city centre, which would be, of course, a great advantage in comparison to the traffic on the roads. It's not just for the next 10 years. It would be an investment which would last, I don't know, hopefully 50 or 100 years. And it's very important to think about that by tunneling, and apparently it's super easy to tunnel Cambridge, by tunneling you would keep the surface as beautiful as it is at the moment in Cambridge. You would keep it like this.
Heath, I'm a Newham resident, and I thought this was a really refreshing example of, well, lots of local people, but some new ideas. I was really impressed with our MP and with Julian Hubbard. I think I like a little bit more about cars and the practical reality of running a business and family life. But otherwise, it's some very positive visionary ideas, and we should all watch your film.